especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Oh, good move. They're able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now they need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Hey, why shit, Mac? Outside.
Incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. Now he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Giants now at 2-5 to start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Waller taking it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Okay, here we go.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now in the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, it's Rodgers. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Rodgers now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sideline and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on third down and long.
Rodgers going to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game. Tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Running again with Barkley on second down.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Gotta love everything about that run, except for maybe a couple of things. You got to wonder, do you fight a little harder to get into the end zone instead of going out at the 2-yard line? And I know one thing. The fantasy football guys, they are not too happy that he went out of bounds there instead of trying to get into the end zone.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Jones will sneak it.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Daniel Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
South salad, south salad, south salad, south salad.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Half 88, half 88, half 88. Other side, other side.
Now Jones, a final shot before break. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
A little juke, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now Jones. Rolling to his left.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
3rd and 9 here.
Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable love it. We're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Jackson. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
In motion right, Campbell. Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Okay, here we go.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. This one deep for Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Jones throw, meanwhile, taken in by Waller. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Jones.
And a pass complete to Waller on the out route.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll come out in the pistol.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. His pass caught at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers.
Back to throw. Jones. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Quinnen Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
A 25-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Got his big tight end here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he is caught. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
First down, New York.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Get 300. Get 300. Back north. Slip it down.
Now Rodgers. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw is Rodgers.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 3 yards out.
And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. One final try now for Rodgers. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Chip. Up and go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You just like
You're
one
handing
game
out
ball?
you're handing